which is the Fame and Shame list. We do our due diligence every single week of giving you our picks and what we think is going to happen this week. We study the film, we study the stats, we see what they're going against, we see what they're good and what they're bad against and what they can't defend, and we give you our picks. So we hold the players accountable because somebody's got to be held accountable. It's not going to be us because we did our due diligence. We did our research. We did our homework. We are here talking an hour and a half, 2 hours every single day. And when it comes time to prepare and get it done on the field, some players go ghost, so those go on the shame list. But some players show up and they go on the fame list. So we celebrate and kind of knock the players that did and did not show up for us in our official picks this week. So let's see who we've got on the fame and shame list this week. Let's start here with the fame list. Let's get the celebration out of the way first. So let's remind everybody of our picks for this week and what we are going to be basing these fame and shame list performances on. So this week we had Dolphins -4, or Arizona -4, Dolphins +3, Rams -3.5, Texans +12.5, Saints -3.5, and Cowboys +3.5. Yes, I know there's more shameless this week than fameless, and that's not where we want to be. So we're going to get right back next week, and there's going to be no shameless next week, right, everybody? Right? But we got to do the list this week. So here we go. The first people, players, persons on the fame list this week, we're giving credit to Dan Quinn, baby. Woof! That defense performance. We took the Cowboys +3.5. We really like them straight up. They win straight up. Bingo, bango. And that is kind of in part with Dan Quinn's defense. All the injuries on the defensive line, having to switch Micah Parsons from linebacker to defensive end, which worked beautifully. He ended up getting sacked and a couple of pressures. Dan Quinn, we didn't give him a lot of credit heading into this season, but these first 2 weeks, he's truly getting it done. Held the Chargers to 17 points, forced a couple of turnovers, and that's why we love this Dan Quinn defense, because they are true ball hawks. 2 interceptions by Justin Herbert. They lose by 3. You got to give a lot of credit to the defense of truly winning this game. So Dan Quinn, welcome to the fame list for your defensive performance. Let's get the date up here for 9/19/21. Defense holds big. Fantastic. Alrighty, but we're also going to celebrate somebody else from this Cowboys game. We want to celebrate somebody offensively. I really want to shout out Dak, and we're going to shout out Dak, but he's not getting on the fame list here. We're going to shout out Tony Pollard, the running back here for the Cowboys. Now, we love Ezekiel Elliott, and this is not a knock of Zeke by putting Tony Pollard on this list. Tony Pollard and Zeke both got it done in the running and passing game. Both real solid out here. Tony Pollard, 109 yards rushing and a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 71 yards rushing and a touchdown. Both great performances. And then in the passing game, the receiving game, Tony Pollard, 3 catches for 31 yards. Ezekiel Elliott, 2 catches for 26 yards. Both truly getting it done and helping their team move the ball. We're just going to give Tony Pollard a little bit of an extra oomph over Zeke, because in the end he did have more yards. So well done to Tony Pollard for your offensive performance to help win the game straight up, help us hit that +3.5 right there. So well done. Big offensive game. Alrighty, and then we've got two more fame lists that we got to shout out here. The first one is going to be Tyrod Taylor. He goes down, so a little bit of an honorary fame list nod right here. Tyrod Taylor, for keeping it competitive, getting it done, putting up, what did they put up, 14 points with Tyrod Taylor? 14 points. They go into halftime tied 14-14 because of Tyrod Taylor. We had the Texans +12.5. We love what this Texans team is, how they're competitive, even though everybody just instantly was writing them off. They're handling the distractions with Deshaun Watson so well, and Tyrod Taylor went out there and showed out when he was healthy. We're hoping for a speedy recovery. So shout out to Tyrod Taylor, helping this team get out to a good start, helping them kind of keep that momentum going in the second half after you went down and they cover the 12.5. So Tyrod Taylor, thank you for getting the offense out to a good start. Got the team out to a great start. Love it. Also, did he make Baker Mayfield pay for that interception that he threw? When did those touchdowns come? Let's quickly see that really quickly. Where's this Jags game at? Or this Texans game at? Here we go. So we get Baker Mayfield throwing the interception, and then they go down and score a touchdown. So, yeah, absolutely. Tyrod Taylor getting it done. And then we're also going to shout out David Culley, the head coach of the Texans, folks, for his performance here, because he kept the team engaged. And I love that David Culley is truly keeping the entire attention inside the locker room on football and winning and being competitive week to week. He's not, stringing along Deshaun Watson and making that kind of narrative influence and infect the locker room with, is he going to play? Is he going to go? What's going to happen here? They're truly keeping the two narratives of the team, the football team that competes every single week, and the narrative of Deshaun Watson. Is he going to go to jail? Is he going to get traded? What's going to happen? Truly keeping that second separate, keeping the locker room truly together and intact right here, and then has confidence to be like, no, we're going to go with Davis Mills after Tyrod Taylor goes down. We're not scrambling, looking for another quarterback. We're not thinking about going back to Deshaun Watson. Everybody's on the right mind right here. They keep the game close. They kept the game competitive in the second half after Tyrod Taylor goes down. I mean, the team could have just caved in offensively, defensively, but everybody stayed the course. The Texans put up 7 points in the second half, and the Browns only put up 17 points, and they lose by 10 right there. So well done by David Culley, keeping everybody's minds straight in the locker room. Keeping the locker room together. I love it, folks. So those are our 4 fame list winners for the week. Thank you for doing your part. Thank you for giving us the confidence, or thank you for taking our confidence of betting on you and talking about you and believing in you guys, and taking our confidence and doing the right things with it. Dan Quinn, Tony Pollard, Tyrod Taylor, and David Culley, thank you. Thank you for doing what you were supposed to be doing this week. We appreciate you. But now let's see the players that didn't do their job, and there was a lot of them, folks. There was a lot of them. So let's start talking about the shame list. Here we go. First one up, we got to go the Cardinals defense. I'm glad y'all won, so we can still kind of keep you high in our power rankings. That's great. But we ended up swallowing 4. You're at home, and the Cardinals defense truly laid a little bit of an egg. They were giving up points left and right, early, late. Now, luckily, they missed the game-winning field goal, the Vikings did. That didn't really have anything to do with their defense. That's just the kicker being trash. But overall, the Cardinals defense kind of got it done. They won by 1, so they just did the bare minimum, but unfortunately didn't cover our bet of Cardinals -4. So Cardinals defense, for your 9-19-21 performance, allowed too many points. Allowed too many points there. Womp womp. So they win by 1. We needed them to win by 4. Thank you for winning, like we said, so we can still kind of talk about this Cardinals team very, very highly. We do consider this Cardinals team very, very highly. We're going to do our power rankings in the next segment, and we've already had them at number 2 going into this week, so we'll see where they move, up or down. Yeah, but the Cardinals defense, I mean, geez Louise, how do you give up all these points to this Vikings team? And they didn't even force a turnover. You don't force Dalvin Cook a fumble. You don't force Kirk Cousins an interception. Come on, Cardinals defense got to be a little bit better than that. Damn it. Damn you, Cardinals defense. Alrighty, the next people on the shame list. Well, this was our biggest loss of the week, folks. Holy moly. Cardinals +3.5. It didn't even matter, or Dolphins +3.5. It didn't even matter if we took Dolphins +10.5. It wouldn't have mattered if we took Dolphins the lock. I mean, this would have been a lock. I mean, Dolphins +20.5. We couldn't even took Dolphins +30.5. It wouldn't have even mattered. It wouldn't have even mattered. They lose by 35 nothing. And people have to pay for this one. People truly got to pay for this one. So the first one up is going to be the Dolphins offensive line. Dolphins offensive line. What the hell? You're not even protecting Tua. You get the man injured. We can't do anything passing the ball because the Dolphins offensive line is giving them no time to throw. And then you hurt Tua, our franchise guy. Dolphins offensive line. Shame on you big time for not being prepared. For getting your ass beat by that Buffalo Bills defensive front over and 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 over again and getting Tua injured. Your main focus on the offensive line is to protect the quarterback, the life and blood of the team overall. And you just be like, oh, my bad. Oh, he got by me. Tua, are you good? Tua, I'm sorry. Are you good? He's down in pain. Sorry, Tua. Sorry. I'll be better next play. Well, it's already too late. The man's out for the entire game. Shame on the defense or the offensive line getting Tua hurt. But that's not all that screwed up this Dolphins team. We got to put a huge blame on these Dolphins wide receivers. What the hell were y'all doing? What the heck were y'all doing? Absolutely pathetic performances by every single Dolphins wide receiver from Sunday. Absolutely pathetic. So here we go. Jalen Waddle can't catch the 4th and 2. That's unfortunately on Tua as well. But the offensive line, once again, gave Tua like 1.9 seconds to throw. That video's in clip is making its round on Twitter. The 4th and 2 turnover on downs trying to go to Jalen Waddle. Offensive line instantly buckles, and Tua has like 1 second to throw the ball. Alrighty, then on, what do we got here? The fumble. Who fumbled this ball? Wasn't it one of the wide receivers? Yeah, Jakeem Grant. Pass short to Jakeem Grant, who fumbles the ball. Come on, we are in the Buffalo Bills red zone at the 11-yard line, and you give up a fumble? Come on, we were going to make this a competitive 14-7 game going into halftime, and you dropped the ball? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We had, let's go to this drive. This, I think this is the interception drive, where we got Devontae Parker dropping balls. He also dropped the ball in the end zone. Mike Gesicki not catching the ball and it going intercepted. That's probably a little bit more on Jacoby Brissett, but we're not going to put Jacoby Brissett on the shame list because he really shouldn't have been out there anyway. Where is this pass here to Devontae Parker in the end zone? Here we go. This is it right here. 1st and 10 on Buffalo's 32-yard line. Jacoby Brissett passed deep over the middle to Devontae Parker, who was wide open in the end zone, and then it just fell off of his hands. Fumble. They led to the fumble drive. I mean, just truly garbage all over the place right here by these Dolphins wide receivers, not catching the ball, fumbling. What the hell were y'all doing? Absolutely trash right here. Absolutely pathetic trash. Jakeem Grant loses a fumble. That's wide receiver. Jalen Waddle loses a fumble. And Devontae Parker can't catch in the end zone. So absolutely pathetic. Dolphins receivers, pathetic. Shame on them. Shame, folks. Dolphins receivers for drops and fumbles. Absolutely trash. Stalling in the red zone multiple times. Absolutely pathetic. Alrighty, we got one more person to go on the shame list. And we believed in Jameis Winston a little bit for his red zone accuracy, but the man never got in the red zone, and the man absolutely floundered. So we got to put Jameis Winston on this shame list, unfortunately, but what the hell? What the hell? Not moving the ball? What the hell is that? You're supposed to be the quarterback. You're supposed to be the big arm. You're the 30-plus touchdowns, 5,000 yards in a season. And now you want to dink and dunk and move the ball 100 yards a game? 100 yards a game? What the hell are you doing? 2 interceptions. Jameis Winston, I thought we cleaned those up. What the hell are you doing not moving the ball? 11 of 22, 50% completion percentage for 111 yards? What the hell are you doing, Jameis? Damn you. Damn you. Jameis Winston truly not looking good, and now his kind of career's in jeopardy. Do they go with Taysom Hill? So Jameis Winston, big flounder job out here. Definitely could have moved the ball here. This Panthers team isn't kind of, A1 tier 1 team. I would say definitely solid tier 2 team that could potentially reach tier 1. But, your great performance in the red zone, you couldn't just sling the ball around a little bit, move the ball accurately. I mean, you put up 7 points because Sam Darnold threw an interception. I mean, you got a turnover and you went like 4 yards. I mean, the touchdown, let's look at this touchdown drive. They went 18 yards off of the Sam Darnold interception. Congratulations. You can move the ball 18 yards. You get blown out because of that. So Jameis Winston for not moving the ball. Can you move the ball? Can you get at least into field goal territory? You did not move the ball at all. Shame. Shame on Jameis Winston. Shame. Having everybody buying in. Having everybody eating W's last week. And now getting blown out. So Jameis Winston not moving the ball. Shame. Shame on thy. Shame on thy. So, Cardinals defense, Dolphins offensive line, Dolphins receivers, Jameis Winston, shame. Shame on all your houses. Shame, shame, shame.